This video will guide you through the setup wizard in AccountingSuite. Once you have first launched AccountingSuite, you will be offered to follow the steps of the setup wizard to complete the settings required to start AccountingSuite. First, create a user with full administrative rights. However, you can skip this step by ticking the checkbox. Step 1 is to fill in your company information. The required fields have a red dot line on the bottom. You will not be able to proceed until you have filled them in. All of the other fields can be left blank and filled in later. Choose your company type, or in case the required type is not listed, create a new one. Choose the first month of the financial year. Specify if the company is service-based, product-based, or both. Generally, if you have any inventory, choose product-based or both. This is the only setting within the setup wizard that cannot be changed later. All of the other settings can be changed later on. Application title is the name of your company. You will see this name in your toolbar once the AccountingSuite application is launched. Fill in the personal information, address, and the contact information. As previously mentioned, you can change these fields at any time later. Step 2 is to choose your company logo. This logo will appear on the print forms. Click to select an image from your computer. Step 3. Tick the toggle if you need more than one currency and specify the default currency. Step 4 is to turn on the VAT accounting if required. Choose whether the prices should include VAT or be net of VAT. This is an overall setting. However, you will be able to change it for individual sales or purchase documents. The same for the default VAT rate. Create a new default VAT rate if required. Once chosen in the setup wizard, it can be changed for individual items later on. Tax registration number becomes a required field once you have turned on the VAT accounting. It has been copied from step 1, where we have filled in the company information. Step 5 is a small survey on your business needs, like multiple locations if you need more than one location, assembly options to enable the assembling and disassembling documents, lots and serial numbers for inventory, projects to enable an extra breakdown of the financial result, usage of item receipts and shipping documents, drop shipping, consignment, and payroll. No worries if you have not ticked anything you need or if you have ticked something you don't actually need. It can be changed even after you have completed the setup wizard. We recommend to choose only those options that you are really going to use to keep the system clean and simple. Step 6 are units of measure. Choose the default unit of measure. The standard units offered here are for length, weight, and quantity, and you can create your own one. For pricing and for quantities, choose the number of decimal figures you need. Please note that this number may not be decreased once you have increased it. In other words, you cannot go for less precise after you have chosen more precise. Step 7 are settings of the chart of accounts. Allowing for numbers outside of the set numbering range means the number of new accounts may not fall under range that you have determined. For example, you may set the numbering for current assets accounts from 14,000 to 14,999. With this toggle ticked, you will be able to create a current asset account outside of this numbering range. Choose the length of the account number. If you are going to use the default AccountingSuite chart of accounts, number of digits should be 5 or higher. Auto-generated codes of 10 means the auto-generated number will be higher than the previous one by 10. For example, if you create an account in the group 14000, the auto-generated number offered will be 14 0, 10. You can allow for alphabetical and special characters in the numbers of accounts. The default AccountingSuite chart of accounts does not use them. Step 8 is to choose the chart of accounts. Option 1 is to use the default AccountingSuite chart of accounts. Choose the full, custom, or minimum one. The default chart of accounts is available on our website under User Guide, so you can view it in advance and decide if it suits your needs. Option 2 is to import your own chart of accounts using the Data Import tool. Please refer to a separate video to learn more about it. Please note that importing does not affect the existing chart of accounts, so you can use the default one and then later upload any additional accounts using the Data Import tool. Step 9 is an overview of all settings you have completed in the previous steps. You can change them here, or you can change them later, and we will see how to do it. After completing the Setup Wizard, you will see the links to the settings that were affected by the Setup Wizard. So, how to reach the settings after the Setup Wizard has already been completed. For each module, there are settings available in the menu. For example, for purchases, here are the purchase settings. All settings contain default posting accounts. The convenience of default accounts is that a user does not need to enter the posting accounts each time a document is posted. If you have chosen the default chart of accounts, the numbers of the accounts in all settings will be filled in automatically. If you have uploaded your own chart of accounts, please fill in the default posting accounts manually. For sales settings, navigate to Sales, Sales Settings. For accounting settings, navigate to Accounting, Accounting Settings. Additionally, all of the settings can be found under Admin Panel. As a reminder, any of them can be changed later on by a user with full administrative rights. Remember that you can change the interface for your convenience under Admin Panel, UI, and Appearance. To view the chart of accounts, navigate to Lists, Chart of Accounts. Here, you can upload the required additional accounts under More Actions, Import from File. In this video, we have covered the initial setup and entered the settings for your company. To start working, you should enter the data, including but not limited to the opening balances and lists like items and companies. For opening balances, please use a journal entry under Accounting, Journal Entries. The data here can be entered manually or using the Data Import tool. For lists, use the Data Import tool under Admin Panel, Data Import tool. Please refer to a separate video on the Data Import tool to learn more about it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.